be sure it's true when you say I love you. It's a sin to tell a lie. Millions of hearts have been broken just because these words were spoken. I love you, yes I do. I love you. To break my heart, I'll die. So be sure it's true when you say I love you. It's a sin to tell a lie.
I've made a lot of silly decisions in my life, and still I've stayed on track somehow. And I honestly really put that down to the prayers of those two wonderful people in my life. And I think we can all say the same, you know, like Uncle David said, they're still praying like that, like ferocity. They're still praying for their grandchildren. It's not like their job was done and they were like, that's it. They've now put all of their passion and love into us. And I'm just so grateful that I've always had such a wealth of wisdom to always draw on. Thank you so much for being so willing to
unforgettable, that's what you are. Unforgettable, no near or far, like a song of love that clings to me. How the thought of you does things to me never before. Someone means more, unforgettable.
You're stealing your thunder, Grandpa.
That's who we are.
Come on, Grandpa. Come on, Grandpa.
And
Up you get, Grandpa. Come on.
that's how you'll stay.
Woo!
That's my darling. It's incredible that someone so unforgettable thinks that I am unforgettable too.
Can you tell David and Courtney related? This is a bit we need you to fill out. Come on.
Yeah. 80 years. Woo!
This is Grandma's life, just putting up with Grandpa's shenanigans.
I don't know what to do.
We've never danced in our life.
In every way, and forevermore, that's how you'll stay. That's why, darling, it's incredible that someone so unforgettable thinks that I am unforgettable. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Verona. Happy birthday to you.
Hip hip. Hooray! Hip hip. Hooray! Hip hip. The last time I spoke at a public meeting, it was at Roy Short's funeral. And he had 10 pages. How many of you remember that? So I have 10 pages because he was my mentor. I want to thank you all for coming tonight to I'm going to read it because otherwise I'll waffle. I want to thank you all for coming tonight to celebrate our 80th birthday and 55th wedding anniversary this year.
Woo!
It all seems like yesterday when I left home to begin my adult journey, which we call life. I want to thank Dan and Mary for providing their home as a venue for this event and to make it so special. I want to make this occasion to thank you and express my personal appreciation to you for your contributions to my life. You see, none of us can really boast of our achievements or successes in life, because in essence, we are all the product of the influence of many people who have passed through our lives and the grace of God. Seriously though, I need to express my appreciation to my darling wife Betty, who has lived a selfless life, literally. She has behind the scenes made me very happy and chose a path of self-denial to nurture and bring up our family to love and respect God. She is far more intelligent than me.
Yes.
And I'm but I could have succeeded, she could have succeeded in the academic world as a professional if she wanted to, but instead she chose to answer the call of God to be a missionary, a wife, a mother of 5 children, an unofficial pastor, an author, a seamstress, and a grandmother who is second to none.
Here.
And I apologize for not giving you the due recognition you deserve publicly I can't believe this. At my farewell in Toowoomba, all you Toowoomba-rights, you were there, I congratulated all the people, all the staff, and blessed them all, and I forgot all about Betty.
Make it up now.
Time does not allow me to tell you the incredible influence many of you have had in our lives in those early days of missionary service. Roy Short in particular, and I mentioned him, he's gone to be with the Lord. He was my mentor, dear old Roy. And he understood, he took me in under his wing in those early years of missionary service as we trekked through the jungle to reach villages with the gospel. Cyril and Ev were other senior missionaries. They're here tonight. Thank you for coming, Cyril and Ev. Senior missionaries who left an impact upon my life, and I thank them.
Actually, I'm looking at the clock and we're to finish at 9, so it is now just past 9. I thank you all so much for coming tonight. I can't remember having a party ever in my childhood. My first party, a girlfriend's mother in Cairns gave me my 21st birthday party. There were about 10 kids in the youth and they all came to the party. And the thing that I remember very vividly about the party was that we played Spin the Bottle. I don't think we're going to play Spin the Bottle. So I'm happy to have a party. And I had a whole big long story about my life to tell you, but the time is gone. What I do want to say is that I have spent my whole life in church.
Yes.
I have had a fabulously exciting, stimulating, wonderful life through all the different stages. You know all about it. You know, we had the penitent form where we cried at that penitent form, we confessed our sin. I spent so much time at that penitent form. Tears aren't bad, they're wonderful. I prayed and worshipped in awe. I love God so much as a little tiny tacker, praying my heart out. And then we sang from that old redemption hymn book, and that was wonderful. The pastor led the songs. And I look at the modern church, it's nothing like my childhood, but it's wonderful.
Yeah.
We have the best preachers, we have the best musicians, We have the best songwriters. Possibly if you go to church, after church you'll discuss the worship more than the sermon, but that's fine. These kids are reaching to their generation in a way that we never did. Thousands and thousands of young people every week are praising God. They're generous with their time, they're generous with their money. They're just wonderful kids.
So good.
I don't like all their songs, but I love most of them.
So good.
So in all the changes of our journey, there are two things that are unchanging. One is family. When you get old, you realise that the people who are important to you are your family. The other thing is the communion. Doesn't change. The other day in church I held the bread and the wine. And I thought, Jesus had an idea long before the young kids come up with that, I'm going to say the wrong word wrongly, Becca, emoji.
Emoji.
Yeah, that thing.
Emoji.
You know that that little thing that expresses emotion. It shows the face if you're happy, it shows the face if you're sad, and all other things that I have no idea what they're saying, but they talk. And I held that communion in my hand, and I thought, this is the emoji that Jesus had. There it is. And it speaks. It says, I love you. No matter what changes, He loves us. And He has given us something that's unchanging.
Norm and I are going to sing. Norm and I and two other men or boys in Rechabite Chambers many years ago started a quartet. When we all came to Bible school, we used to sing in the Bible school. Norm and I are the only two remaining sane ones. One is dead and the other one's got Alzheimer's. So we're the only two remaining ones. He is 86, right? Who? 86. This may surprise you. Talk about influence. This bloke, he influenced me in my teenage years for Jesus more than anyone else. Because he was a part of our family.
Can I just add something here? Freddie was about 15 and he turned to me. I was actually at the church where his father was preaching, and he said, just because my father's a minister, I don't have to be good, do I? I loved his sincerity and his strength.
But because he was a good man, he influenced me for Jesus. And here we are.
Come that morning when this life is o'er, I'll fly away to a home where God's celestial shore. I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory. I'll fly away. When I die, hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away.
You're resting there, aren't you? Sorry. And then with the blessing of God Almighty, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, rest and abide with each one of you. And be a safe journey.